You can't have Joe.
No.
So that's why I would kind of rather, to be honest, have AJ win and then have it be AJ Styles and Samoa Joe.
You can have AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe without the title.
You're right.
Don't need the title.
You're right. You don't need the title.
Let's have Shinsuke take on some of, whether it's a newer guy or maybe Daniel Bryan.
I was going to say Andrade, but he's heel also.
Who cares?
So that could always change.
I care.
This match, was all right.
He'd be more evil of a heel.
We don't even need to go over the match. Whatever. It is what it is. They did fine. It's probably better than their WrestleMania
Ended
match.
terribly, though.
Yeah,
that double count out. That double count out was stupid.
But it's pretty obvious that they're just building towards Backlash.
Also, I loved, real quick, there was a I know speak English sign. And I thought it was
that
amazing.
is the best thing going in the company right now.
I know speak
Shinsuke
English.
as heel is so freaking good. It cracks me up, but it's like evil. It's cartoony, but it's done in a certain way that is just amazing. Speaking of amazing, your boy Rusev actually put on a decent match versus The
Rusev
Undertaker.
is great, and this guy he literally got buried.
Yeah.
Literally. Him and Aiden English literally buried in a casket. For what? A cheap pop? A cheap pop. That's it. And guess what? Rusev Day chant in Saudi Arabia. Full force. This guy's still not being pushed. He's still not being pushed, and people in a completely different country across the globe, 12-hour time difference.
I'll say this: if they don't push him within the next month or two, it's going to start, and it's going to start dying down because the Rusev chants are not going to continue if they're just not pushing him. I'm telling you,
I hope he leaves the company.
He needs to win some sort of title, whether it's what is he on? Is he on Raw or SmackDown?
SmackDown.
So he can win, the United States Championship, something. He needs to win something.
They need to stop pushing him as a bad guy.
Or even tag team titles.
They're pushing him as a heel.
This match went a lot longer than me and my friends thought it would. We actually kind of took bets to see if it would go, 4 minutes. I had it going 6 minutes. It went 9 minutes and 40 seconds, which is like 4 times as much as his match versus Cena, which goes to show you how awful that match was.
Yeah.
Cena versus Taker. Taker looked fine.
He looks old.
Physically, I thought he looked good. In the ring, he did his thing. I expect this to be the last run of Undertaker. WrestleMania 35 will be his last match.
I want him to retire. I'm sorry, I want him to retire.
Well, he's lasting till WrestleMania. They're going to finish out the storyline with him and John Cena, but we can't really even talk more because we got to go to the championship match, the WWE Universal Championship match. Brock Lesnar, who's the champion, defeated Roman Reigns by escaping the cage 9 minutes and 15 seconds. This was, I
thought they had cool spots in this match. Yeah. I didn't think it was the worst. The ending, of course, controversial. Roman spears him through the steel cage, which was a cool spot.
It was.
But
Roman landed right on his head.
Right. It looked sick. These guys put themselves out there for it, and it was cool. Except the fact that Roman's feet hit the ground before Brock's technically did. So who is the champ, really, if you think about it?
I like how Paul Heyman got involved. I like how he slammed, the cage door
Classic
onto,
heel.
Can I ask a question? Has it always been a rule that you can just be like, hey, open the door, and they'll open the door?
Yeah, which is ridiculous.
It's always been like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So steel cages used to be different back in the day, or in the NWA or WCW in the 80s. There was no escaping. It was just, if you pin the guy in the ring, you pin the guy in the ring.
Or if you get out.
No, there was no get out.
Oh, there was no get out.
Only pin. And in WWF, it's always been both roles. You could either pin or get out. I'm more of a fan of just... I like the get out concept. I think it adds some drama with guys trying to escape.
Yeah,
so,
just don't be like, hey, open the door, and the ref's
it's
like, all right.
ridiculous, because in theory, why don't you just let somebody try and climb and be like, yo, open that door?
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah.
The match, it is what it is.
That's so true. As you're trying to climb over, you can just be like, yeah, let me out. And then you just go and it's over.
It's illogical, but it is wrestling. I don't know if this was planned. Do you think it was planned for him, obviously, to get speared through the thing, but do you think it was planned for Roman's feet to touch first?
Yes.
I don't know.
Because Roman, in theory, should have just laid there and let Brock kind of get their feet to touch first. It could have been planned, though.
I think it's planned. It's planned.
Either way, I just want to throw this out there. There's some reports that the next possible feuds for Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship could be Finn Balor, but it's going to be the Demon King Finn Balor, so that would be the match. Braun Strowman, Elias, or Bobby Lashley.
Hold on. You're telling me he's going to wrestle the Demon. How could he lose? How could Finn Balor lose that? The Demon's undefeated.
Maybe.
It happens, man.
I mean, it's just
Everyone
a report.
loses.
So, and there's 3 other options there.
And Elias, I love Elias, but he's not there yet.
No, not even close.
He's
just not there.
Physically in the same league as Brock.
No,
he needs to be a guy like Braun.
If they don't crown Braun Strowman Universal Champion soon, I don't know what the WWE is doing. They have this huge opportunity right there that this guy, every time gets a huge pop. I will say this right now. His babyface stuff is getting so annoying right now.
So
it's kind of ruining him for me, but I still love him because he's Braun Strowman and he's awesome to watch. But if they don't take advantage of this opportunity, they give this guy the champion, and just right when he would hold up the championship and just yell Braun, if it's not the loudest Braun, I don't know what I do. It's just ridiculous.
Well, speaking of Braun Strowman, let's go to the 50-man Royal Rumble really quickly. The winner was Braun Strowman by eliminating Big Cass. Big spots in the match. We had Rey Mysterio show up, which we knew was going to happen. Hit a couple of 619s that were pretty cool. Hornswoggle almost hitting the tadpole splash.
He was just here at Nassau Community College.
He was, and he almost, when they announced the tadpole splash, I almost lost my mind. I thought it was the funniest thing of all time.
Hey, this match, I think the star was Daniel Bryan. He lasted essentially the whole match.
60-something minutes or 70 minutes, was it?
And you knew he wasn't going to win because he has the rivalry with Big Cass. So you knew once Big Cass came in, he was going to eliminate him.
Which I'm shocked, to be honest. I'm so shocked that Big Cass is getting pushed this much. And I got to admit, it's not awful.
No,
I will say it probably could. It was good.
I heard
it was good. It could be a little maybe more intensity from. I would say maybe from Daniel Bryan, to be honest. I mean, he's just been getting beat down though, so that's the reason for not him having the intensity. Whatever the word is.
Well, I saw there were 2 NXT call-ups that were pretty good. The one guy from Heavy Machinery who put on a great performance in there. Not Dozovic, the other guy. Ducky, he calls him. I think it's great. I wish it was Dozovic. He's hilarious. Roderick Strong.
Oh, I love Roderick Strong.
Beat the hell out of Daniel Bryan.
Roderick Strong is a guy.
He turned his chest into, and I'll quote Corey Graves, roast beef.
Yeah.
He beat him with Rick like chops.
He's one of the best chops. He's got the best backbreakers in the business.
Yep.
Roderick Strong, to me, is a guy that I would easily make Intercontinental or U.S. champion.
He's chilling with the Undisputed Era right now.
For now, I'm saying, give him 3 or 4 years. He's a future star.
There were 3 weird people who showed up, like the sumo wrestler,
the Japanese sumo wrestler.
Yeah, the one guy was a giant. He was bigger than Braun Strowman.
Which I'm not a fan of. I don't think you should show
him out.
You shouldn't show a guy though that's bigger than Braun.
Literally tall. He was literally looking over his head,
which is crazy.
Yeah,
I mean, he's probably a legit 7'1".
Hey, real quick, we just got to bring this up: the moment of the night with the Rumble with
Titus O'Neil.
And he's funniest thing.
And he's trying to go on Twitter and be like, earlier that day, I thought it was the greatest moment ever. It's like, didn't plan that.
No, that is
not planned.
Some person on Twitter made an edit where it was like a Titus Worldwide slip and slide and had his face on.
So Titus was, let's say what it is in case nobody saw it. Titus was running to the ring because his number was called in the Royal Rumble, and he tripped right at the entrance, or right at the apron, and slid underneath the apron, and it's one of the funniest things.
You know what's funny?
Corey Graves and Michael Cole could not stop laughing.
Which I didn't like at first.
But come on, I mean...
It's hard,
they just kept going, let's look at that again. Yeah, like maybe 7 times.
Supposedly Vince was dying in the back.
Of course he was. That's hysterical.
They was such big... They just kept showing it that on News 12 on Sunday morning,
really?
They talked... Yeah, I'm not kidding. My dad goes, they're showing it. And my dad called it, too. My dad goes... Someone has to fall here because they're all running so fast on such a long ramp. My dad's like, someone's going to fall.
And everybody after that kind of took it slow. We got to move on. So Braun Strowman won this. It is what it is. It was too long. It was unnecessary. And you just had a Royal Rumble 3 months ago. So it's like having Christmas every 3 months. It doesn't mean anything when it's every 3 months. You need to have that 1 year separation. By the way, we got a winner for a pair of tickets, Nate Padula out in Riverhead. So shout out, Nate. You'll be going on May 7th, Monday, to watch some wrestling at the Nassau Coliseum. We still got pairs of tickets, man. So, I mean, if you're listening, call up 516-572-7438 if you want to win a pair of tickets.
You got 5 minutes left. 5 minutes left. So let's go over this card. Let's start from the bottom up, Justin.
All right, where are we at?
I got it here. Oh, so, Daniel Bryan, Big Cass.
I would have Big Cass win this just because, Bryan, he can recover from a loss. He's lost a ton in his career. He's hot. He had his WrestleMania win. He had his moment at the Rumble. Let's bring Big Cass up and let's have him get a big singles win.
Dom?
I'm probably going to have to go with Bryan. I just don't see him doing that. It's logical. I think they should, but I think it's going to be Daniel Bryan.
It's logical, but it's WWE.
Hey, it could end with Bryan getting the win and then Cass just kicking him in the head and beating him up. But Bryan gets the win and both guys look strong.
And he retires for 3 more years.
No.
Nia Jax versus Alexa Bliss. Nia the Bully. Who's winning this one?
Nia.
You don't take it off of her. She hasn't even had a moment to shine.
She is a bully, but we'll give it to her. Carmella versus Charlotte.
Carmella's going to win.
You got to have Carmella retain.
I'm gonna go with Charlotte to be different.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. It's not gonna end in her pinning Charlotte though. It'll end in her like running away, like something like an Alexa Bliss move from like I don't know what pay-per-view it was, but yeah, like one of those.
I know what you're talking about. It might have been like
she'll just run away.
It was the one in Las Vegas, wasn't it?
I still win.
Wasn't it one in like Las Vegas? Whatever it was.
I don't know.
Seth Rollins versus The Miz.
Seth Rollins.
Title.
Yeah, I would go with Seth Rollins. I mean, they just had The Miz lose the title. I don't expect him to win it back. There's no good reason to flip and flop. I would expect Rollins to end up having a feud with Finn Balor. Maybe because, what else do they got to do with them?
Possibly.
AJ versus Shinsuke.
This is where Shinsuke wins it. Easily.
I would hope Shinsuke wins. I'm going to be honest.
I think he's the best thing in the company right now. His heel run is amazing.
Well, yeah, he's doing some really good work.
Strike while the iron's hot.
Well, he wouldn't know it because he doesn't understand English, apparently. So, Roman Reigns versus Samoa Joe, main event of the night.
I wish it was Joe. Roman hasn't won in a while, though. I think Roman wins. I want it to be Joe, though.
I'm going to say Samoa Joe.
I'm going with Joe.
I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like they're going with this thing of having Reigns lose, and then eventually...
They're trying to turn him in. They're trying to replicate success of Brian by making this guy just lose.
You're not an underdog.
Lose.
You're a good-looking 6'5"
he's the big
Samoan
dog.
freak.
Yes,
Stop playing this sad card of like, I can't win the big one. Shut up.
That's what they're trying to get with him. That's
not going to work.
Samoa Joe, and you know what? That's their objective with that, to make him look weak, and then they're going to build him back up to try to be like, oh, he's coming back. While Samoa Joe, they're going to turn into this giant tyrant that I think you're just going to see him squash
like
anyone in his way. Yes, like Thanos and
I'm
Infinity
sure
War.
we'll get some more matches lined up because there's no tag team titles on here. There's no Braun Strowman on here. I would assume those guys need to be on there. Maybe have a Drew McIntyre, Dolph Ziggler.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Maybe have them squash someone.
I want to see Andrade this week on SmackDown.
It's not going to happen. Last week it said coming soon.
Yeah, I know.
And then this week is going to be next week. Watch.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll have Authors of Pain as well in a squash match. We'll see. But we'll have all the results next week on the Squared Circle, so stay tuned for the WHPC News Wrap-Up. Next week, again, we'll have all the results, and we'll be all going to Monday Night Raw.
Yes.
So we'll have some
we should have a
live
meet and greet.
We should. Come look for the freaks.
All three of you guys out there. We should have you guys all come. By the way, also just saying, since I was at Toys R Us the other day, don't judge me, they have a ton of WWE belts there.
Yeah, so go there, and a lot of their stuff's on sale. The belts aren't particularly on sale.
Yeah, they are.
WWE action figures are like
no, they are. The belts are on sale.
All right, so
I might start a new collection of action figures.
I'm too old for that one, but
you're never too old.
But for one of those big nice belts, sure, why not? I didn't know they had those at Toys R Us.
Oh, they do.
I was a little confused. You right, Dom?
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.